Hi, I need you to imagine of a situation you would say when someone has come and picked you up, helped you, and get along the way. Really, like they just come to your doorstep and they're like, "All right, bro, we need to get this done. We need to do this." Now, I can't lie. In my life, I've you could say that I've been that friend who has picked someone up at their doorstep and moved. Right? You may be in a similar situation, or you may have had a friend like that, me. But what you need to understand is that in life, ain't nobody throughout your life, ain't nobody is gonna come to your door every morning, wake you up at 6 a.m. and be like, let's get this done. Because no one cares that much to help fix you and fix your life internally. And yes, obviously there's people that care about your life, right? They care. But everyone in their life, they have their own issues, their own problems. And you don't want and they don't want to be always revolving all their issues, or not their issues, your issues in their lives. They have their own life, their own issues, their own problems they have to deal with. And of course, they can make time to help deal with you. But yeah, you need to understand that nobody, absolutely nobody, is going to do the hard work for you. Nobody is going to just like make your bed every morning, then go make you breakfast, then go make sure your desk is all clean, then make sure that your like computer's fully charged. I don't know, all your drink bottles that you have are filled up. Like, no one's gonna do all those like things. No one's gonna pull you out of bed. Like, yes, some points in your life that may be true. You know, you may have like maids wherever you live doing that. You gotta understand in the long run, nobody is going to do that for you. And there's those simple steps, simple actions that can help you progress further. And I just have to say, you need to learn to not be dependent. Because being dependent is the single worst. Like, not the single worst, but is a major flaw in your attributes if you are dependent. And you need to stop being dependent. You need to become independent. You need to be able to rely on yourself, be strong, use your brain to progress, to do the work. Like I said, nobody is going to just do everything for you. If you really want something, you have to go get it. Because it's like this thing is like people can give you tips, tricks, helping you this, that, right? But then you have to put it into action. Because, yeah, you have to put it into action. And only the lazy will always dream of what the people that do actions can do. Because, well, say I'm here making this video here, and then there's other people just sitting around on their like PlayStation, sorry, on their PlayStation playing games and stuff. It's just not like that. I want you watching this video today, whatever time it is. If you're watching this at 6 a.m., if you're watching this at 3 p.m., if you're watching this at 11 p.m., I want you to whip out a piece of paper, and you are either going to write down what you're doing for the day, what you're going to achieve, or what you have accomplished during the day. And if you're towards the end of the day, and if you figure out that you've like accomplished nothing, then you're kind of lazy and you're not really progressing to what you want. Like even simply like, what did you do today? Oh, today it doesn't have to be like major wins when you're writing down like, oh, it could be stuff like, oh, I worked at my job for 6 hours, or something like, I went out to eat lunch with my friends, or I went to the gym. Like kind of like stuff that like progressive and like healthy things. Like don't write something like, I played video games with my friends for like 10 hours. No, that's just not good. Or I went to McDonald's. I mean, yeah, you could say that, but in terms of, I just went to McDonald's myself and ate like 5 Big Macs. Like, no. Or I Uber Eats. Like, come on, bro, don't Uber Eats. Like, cook your own food. Like, maybe a goal for tomorrow is I buy my own food and I cook my own healthy meals instead of Uber eating something. Because you have to understand, it's you against the world. No one else is coming to save you. And that's just the harsh reality. And in this previous video, which I'll tag somewhere if I can, I talked about procrastination in more detail and how you can overcome it. I highly recommend you guys watching it if you haven't already. And need to learn that everything happens for a reason. No. But you can't just say that, oh, the reason why I'm lazy is because I'm lazy, right? No. No, you're lazy. Yeah, you're lazy because you're lazy. You have to change that. You have to fix that. You can't just keep being lazy. That is just genuinely lazy. Because no one likes a lazy person, realistically. Like, you don't really want to be hanging around with lazy, boring people. You want to be hanging around with more like energetic, fun people. Because that will get your day going more and doing more stuff instead of just sitting around lazily just watching YouTube or Netflix. Like, just like, how about you just erase all that and plan your day? Become more independent. Don't depend on things. How about you just, not even people, but you just become independent to the fact where you just don't have to depend on things. Like, I want you right now, how often do you pick up your phone? How often are you just looking at your phone? Tell me. Or even write it down. How often do you pick up your phone? Yeah, I'll show you. Okay, here. Where's my phone? My phone's over here. I'll say how many times today. I'll say right now it's 1:11 p.m. I'm gonna check how many times I picked up my phone today. Screen time. See activity. It says I picked up my phone 37 times today. Yeah. And for example, yesterday, I picked up my phone 76 times. How many times are you picking up your phone? Obviously, I'm not actually sure if that's a lot compared to other people. Because I'm not like, I'm not genius. I don't know how much people picking up their phone. But I actually don't think, I think people picking up their phone way too often. How many times do you just look at your phone? Why are you looking at your phone? You seeing if you have friends? Are you dependent on people sending you Instagram messages? Are you insecure? Huh? Huh? Do you think about all this? Look at yourself right now. Tell yourself. Do you really need your phone? I mean, yes, you do, but do you really need to always be using your phone? How important is it actually? Like, do you really have to reply to that girl who messaged you on Instagram 30 seconds ago? No, you don't. You can leave it to the end of the day, which is what I usually do sometimes. Like, you only need to urgently reply to a message or something if it's urgent. And the thing is, you'll know when it's an urgent message. You'll know when it's important to send reply back. And I can guarantee that 99% of the friggin' messages that you get these days aren't like you have to reply urgently. I highly doubt it. Like, I don't think you'd be doing that much where you urgently need to reply to your messages. Like, yeah, bro, your friend can wait a bit. Like, that your girlfriend can wait like a bit too. Like, she's not gonna break up with you just because you don't reply within 2.02 seconds. Like, bro, that's just not how it works. And if she does, then she was just never a good girlfriend. She just wasn't worth your time, worth you, and it's best that you guys aren't together. So what I'm trying to basically say is that become less dependent on people and things. Become more independent. Become more self-reliant, more self-disciplined, self-dedicated. And I'll actually tell you how to do this right now. What you do with your phone, right? If you say you're someone who picks up the phone a lot, you're just like, oh, let me check that, puts it down. Oh, let me check that again, or puts it down. Let me check it again. It's just what you do. You need to have those moments where you slowly progress, right? You don't have to jump massively. Slowly progress. What you do is that maybe when you study something, right? Sorry, is that you put your phone outside your room, like your study, wherever you are. So then you can really focus, put into something, even like turn off your phone and like hide in like the most obscure location. Give it to one of your brothers or siblings or sisters, brother, mom, dad, whatever. I know, feed it to your dog. Like, damn, like, just don't use your phone. Don't be dependent on your phone. Why are you looking at your phone? No way you're like, I mean, obviously people be getting like lots of messages, right? But the thing is, your messages, like I said, ain't ever that important. You need to reply instantly. They're just not. They're just not. They're not that important. So, and how you become more independent. Well, what I would do if I was you, I would probably write down factors or things that you say you're pretty dependent on, and then you slowly become independent, right? Let's say, for example, right, you're pretty dependent on your friend to go to the gym with you. Like, you probably wouldn't go to the gym if your gym bro wasn't there, if he didn't go with you, because it's just not the same. It's not worth it. How you can change that? I know this sounds not easy, but you kind of just have to man up in this situation. Just be like, okay, I don't need my friend. I feel like at that point you should be confident enough to know what you're actually doing in the gym. Because your gym bro won't always be able to go at the necessarily like same time as you or always be free. Maybe he's doing something. And basically your your gym bro don't always be going at the same time as you. You can't even man up. Like, you should be confident enough. You should know. You have to believe in yourself. You can go by yourself. Get ready and just go. Just get up and go to the gym. And once you get there, it should just become natural to you. You know what you need to do. You know what you're going to work today. You don't need your gym bro step by step telling you. That's just being really dependent on him helping you. And once you're there, you start doing it. You start going. Then you also, what's it called? Another reason, really dependent, right? For example, you can be really dependent on like your mom waking you up in the morning because you always put your alarm to snooze, and you're just like a big sleeper, and you kind of depend on her to come into your room and wake you up. And there's an easy fix for that. What I do, that doesn't happen to me. I basically put my phone in the same room as me, right? Charging at night. But it's not actually by my bed, so I can't just like reach over and just snooze it. Like 90% of you guys that beta males do that, right? That's not gonna work because your natural instinct is to snooze it. What you do is that you put on a really loud alarm, which is what I do. Like same room, but like the opposite side of your room. So it wakes you up, and Alicia, I'm not even joking. I like jump out of bed to like turn off the alarm. It's so loud. I just jump out of bed, and I'm just like, whoa, and it's just, and I just turn it off, and then you're out of bed, and you're like, oh shit, I'm out of bed. But then this is what difficult part comes in. Do you then re-enter bed, or do you actually stay out of bed? I normally stay out of bed because once I'm out of bed, I'm like, well, I'm out of bed. I might as well, kind of get ready and do what I was meant to do. And then there's people like, oh, it's so cool, whatever. I'm gonna get back in bed. It's so warm, and then you probably shut off your alarm, and you're done. You're done. You're done. But this is where it changes. You do this, right? Try tomorrow morning or something. Once you're out of bed, in that situation, just resist it. Use your mind. Iron mind, iron mindset, and know that no, I am not going to go back into bed. I will get ready for what today holds. I will accomplish. And there, you self-discipline, you self-read to yourself. You tell yourself that you will do it. You shall do it. And then you do it. And trust me, you feel a lot better than having to be dependent. I'll give you one more reason why you might be dependent. Right? There's the obvious one. You could say that maybe you're too dependent on your parents giving you money. You never had a job, just isn't worth your time. You want to do it, you think you're too special. Well, at some point, your parents are going to stop giving you money if they haven't already. That's the reality. They can't just be supplying you forever. You're going to grow up. You're going to be a grown person. You are going to have to man up and earn some money. You got to get the money, obtain it. And it isn't easy, Like that way, then you become more independent, fully independent of your own method of making money, like or earning money. I mean, own method of earning money, whether that be some like online business or side hustle, or whatever, or even like a job, like you're earning money for a job. That way, you're more like independent person. You're not relying on your parents, and that's pretty easy. Wait, get a job. Doesn't have to be anything too crazy. You don't have to stay there for too long. Just make sure you enjoy that job. Because the last thing you want to do is not enjoy a job that you've been working at forever. Like, I personally wouldn't be working at said job if I didn't enjoy it. If it was just super bummy, super annoying, then I just wouldn't bother with it. I would have left. I wouldn't even be there. It just isn't worth your time if it isn't a fun job. So you just need to know. You just got to think about what you are. Anyways, I'm gonna finish up the video. I hope you guys enjoyed what I had to say. Like always, my Twitter is gonna be down below. Just you gotta kind of develop that mindset, that idea that you can achieve anything, that no one is coming to help you. That if you're dependent, become independent. Because the dependent are always gonna get screwed over by the independent. Because they know how to handle themselves. And the independent do not. Trust me when I say this. And remember to stay strong.